All right, hello, welcome back, ladies and gents, to VRML preseason week 4. Right back in here for another cast, of course. I am Palidore, being joined by Shepard, and we're getting ready to call this match between InVerted and Orbit. So get ready, get set. Shepard's over, just telling the teams that they can go ahead and ready up now, and we'll be good to go.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. No, we weren't gone long, but I missed you all.
Absolutely. Can't keep away too long from you guys. It's an addiction almost. These teams just about ready to go. Looks like Dash is actually subbing here for InVerted.
Yeah, he is. He's been subbing quite a bit recently, but that's okay. You can ask for a better sub.
Oh yeah, he's done just fantastic work in these matches. Defensive prowess of Dash, always so efficient and so, I don't know, collected. It's I don't know. I always say it with guys like whether it's you or Sputnik or Dash or Dimby. Basically, all my co-casters, I'm just realizing, are all excellent goalies. So thing is, I don't understand it. There was a very brief period of time where I was a borderline good goalie, but only because I had practiced so much to make it happen. But once I stopped practicing and I took a little break, it's like all that instinct went away and I forgot how to do it. So props to you guys.
It does take constant practice.
Yeah.
Takes constant work on it. Long back pass there to Dash from Mamba down on the floor there. Quick miss pass by Blondie, but he's still going to be able to recover it as Orbit's just trying to get there. Ooh, off the head of Alter Droid, though, as they're looking for that clear. Just a quick slap out there. Just Zenith still managing to recollect it. Nope, Sneaky Evil grabbed it now, clearing it down far wide as the stacks propel themselves down there as Sneaky Evil just dings it. Alter Droid, sorry.
Oh!
What a great save by Dash, though.
Speak of the man.
Speaking of goalies, speaking of Dash as a sub, gets that save, already proved his worth.
Oh yeah, everyone knows his worth, well aware of his worth as a goalie. I mean, he was one of the best. Oh, as this shot actually rolls on in for game. I had to cut myself off there because I'm like, oh no, that was game shooting a shot. That means automatically it already has a good chance. Well, there you go. 3 points on the board, InVerted.
What a way to start the match out. With a long bounce shot.
Yeah,
InVerted setting themselves off on the right foot for this match.
Now trying to continue it here as we get that pass on over to Sneaky. So we already saw Orbit play earlier in the day, and now trying to find the way, but just right into the face of Dash. Definitely the last place you want that disc to go. And away it will roll to the mid area.
Stack's already going for that recollection, but Game loses it as he gets punched out by Gamer Boy, who now has the disc, just walking it up as the stack slowly comes his way. Zenith is able to take it in, though, however. Regardless of Dash being there, just managing to slam it in there, taking his entire body with him to kind of disguise it where the disc was.
Yeah, the right moves, and that's about as good of a chance you'll have shooting a shot against Dash or these other good goalies. And I think before I got kind of interrupted by plays unfolding earlier, was saying that Dash was one of those goalies who were actually capable at it early on when defense was a myth in Echo Arena, basically.
Yeah, but in the early days of Echoes, what's defense? You don't know what that is. Just offense. Pass. Clear. Boost. The interception by Gamer Boy stops that easy goal from behind the net there. As he might find that disc versus the stack is a little slow coming, taking that shot. But Mamba, right place, right time, snagging that disc out of the air. As his teammate was just getting ready to slam it in there. Just buying himself time now, slowing the play down, getting that long back pass, trying to get the rest of the team set up for that play that they're trying to execute right now. Sneaky just slow pass on over to Zenith. As Zenith looks for another pass. He doesn't want to quite take the shot himself.
Might lose the disc as a result. I mean, Gamer Boy is there for the recovery, but it's going to be some frantic play. Trying to get in the way. Dash saying, no, sir, not today. And now the boost coming through. Sneaky Evil knows what to do. Gets it on the back line to Zenith on the other side. And now they will bide their time to find another shot online.
Ooh, taking that long shot once again, but Mamba still that place just to snag that disc out of the air. Dash finds its way up to game there, just trying to get that disc out of the midfield onto their side. However, Gamerboy was in the right place just to take that disc and say, no, not today.
I thought that's what I said. Now going in instead for a goal. Now just a little bit exposed. Still manages to find the handle, so Dash will be there. And now taking it, though, is Mamba. Finds the dish. It'll just miss the hands of the outstretched Gamer, who will now go for a punch boost. Very nicely done to recover the disc for his team and send it over to Sneaky at Bowtie. And now another pass. Maybe getting back to Sneaky, and then Alter Droid will take that. So, yet some more ping pong, Shepard.
More ping pong, definitely. We'll keep seeing that, but Zenith is just trying to slow down the play here. But a missed pass is going to go straight to the hands of Dash. So we're probably going to see another side pass, lateral pass over here to Blondie. If he can recover it before Alter can get to him properly, they stand a good chance to be able to get that out of there. Being pressured quite hard, going for that clear when they don't have a stack ready. So I'm always interesting to see, but it's already back down on Orbit's side, right into the hands of Gamer Boy. He's always he's a great backline to have. It's very hard to clear up against him. And he's really good at doing those bounce passes, as we saw earlier, through the midfield down to his teammates in the trench. Definitely something you got to keep watching out for. But here we have InVerted just working their way up the field as Dash is taking it into a 3-on-1, straight up the hands of Gamer Boy with the save.
Yet again today, Shepard.
I blame you, Palidore.
Yeah, this is like the 5th or 6th one now we've seen where a goalie just can't quite get this. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. In any case, it was Blondie taking that shot. I won't get credit for it, but his team at least will. So 5-2 for InVerted as they come on through on this launch. And now doing a great job to stop that back line is Gamer Boy, denying them for an unbelievable amount of time to buy his team some time to roll it up here and take advantage. 3 all on the goal, but then finally getting back is that stack, but on the secondary attack, and Alter Droid altering the course of that clear and finding the goal instead.
A sharp angle that Altered put that in as well. Sharp angle with quick momentum moving him forward. That was not an easy.
He's a sharp
player. Great
player.
shot by Altered there. Very.
Now also, hello again to Twitch chat. We're at to say hi in this particular cast because we are such in a rush to get back into it, but always appreciate you guys. Good to see you. I saw cruising in there. GG's in that last game. As going in just the same, Blondie. Another punch on that inner bubble. And now finding a partial clear. Only getting to the hands of InVerted, it seems. Trying to convert something into some offense. But looks like a boost from Zenith will clear the way. And actually a pretty decent clear, in fact. Just slapping it through there. But faster on the approach as Dash rushes to get rid of it instead.
Rushes to get rid of it, which turns into makes it into a turnover for Sneaky there, down to Altered into the one against Dash, who set up in time in net there, allowing him just to sneak it past him.
In that
taking
case,
the alternate route.
In that case, just a little bit of a miscommunication, perhaps getting rid of it faster than they needed to, and then Alter Droid coming in for his second consecutive goal there from the bottom angle this time.
Definitely looked like a miscommunication as Dash may not have been aware that his teammates are on his back and not the Orbit team. Taking that bounce pass through the mid there, straight into the hands of Blondie. Probably going to go straight to Dash. Oh no, straight for the 3.
Yeah, all Dash was there.
In between.
All Dash was there for was just to watch it go through. Yeah, a nice shot, Blondie. You don't need me. I don't need to catch this.
Great shot by Blondie. Yeah, just sneaking it through the 2 blue guys. Who I guess thought past Dash. They kind of jumped on him instead of going for the disc.
But now finding themselves down by 2 is Orbit based off of that. Gamer Boy trying to change their luck a little bit, but so far quite the tight-knit game competitively. The scores staying close. Now finding a mid-range pass to Zenith, who goes down low. The Alter Droid maybe going for one more pass, and indeed Sneaky the reception, and it will be another 2. So tied up again.
Tied up very quickly as well on behalf of Orbit there. Orbit's passing is really, they've figured out their rhythm from the start of this round so far.
Oh yeah. Now, Orbit had gone earlier today. They had their matchup against V Respawn Joker, and I was kind of commenting on how that was like, you know, that shot goes through off the intercept. Will not go in, but I was
Hits
comparing
off the pyramid on the back.
I was comparing Orbit. It's almost like that Spider-Man meme where they're kind of both looking at each other and pointing at each other. It's like Orbit's kind of like Joker in a sense, just, you know, a year behind, I suppose. It's like they are now where Joker was a year ago.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Definitely similar in play style.
Yeah.
Sneaky Evil just trying to get it up there, pulling the defenders out of the net there into the hands of Zenith. Just on that open passing, which he does successfully down to Altered on the floor there. However, they don't notice. Oh, Blondie noticed Altered there behind Zenith, just waiting for that pass. However, he will get stunned out. Allows Dash just to walk it up just far enough that he's able to clear it down there safely while the stacks make their way down there, which we're about to see here as Game takes it. Just snagging it out of the hands. What a save, though, but
Shepard.
Gamer Boy.
Shepard, again, Shepard. It happened.
It happened. It happened again. We should really have a counter for it at this point, you know?
You know what? It happened at a crucial time, too, because InVerted just took themselves a 2-point lead, and we have 32 seconds left on this joust. So Orbit currently in a position where they just need to find a quick shot. This will likely be the last shot of the game, so they need to either tie it or win it, but cannot get it. So a clear will go on through, and maybe if they can intercept this, another quick clear, a brave punch, and just exactly what they needed to do, and an open goal. Oh no, it will miss the missed opportunity, but the second chance will not go in either. 6 seconds left, and that one is maybe gonna be, is it true, a game winner for two? Absolutely, or a round tire, I should say, in overtime. We've got it. InVerted, Orbit, we're going to do it. Exciting.
What a quick little round there as it just kept getting turned over in the hands of Orbit.
Oh, that was
just shot after shot after shot, just finally nailing it in there just as Dash was able to get back in.
I thought for sure that second shot was going to go in to win that round.
After that first shot missed, I wasn't so sure if they even had time anymore, but just able to keep sneaking another shot in and got another one in just to be able to get it in at the very last second. No time to spare on that final shot.
Yeah, unbelievable series there. So trying to find, maybe just trying to wind his team down a little bit, trying to find those slow passes, but no one was there to receive it. So it would seem InVerted is going to go over here and make their offense try to work. But if this doesn't pan out for Orbit, it's going to be tough because you feel like, oh, if only I could have made those threes. But now, going in, it's going to be game for game. Gamer Boy almost saving it again.
It happened.
Fitting.
Palidore. It happened. It's a fitting end to this first round.
I can't believe that.
So many times.
Can't believe that's happened as many times as it has. Game the winner. Game dude almost saving it. Ugh, 12-10 off that. Jeez, ridiculous.
Yep, very ridiculous there. Wow, going into that third round, 10 overtime first round. It's still, this next match will go either way. I have zero idea who's going to be able to take this one. Looks like they had a player drop though, so they're going to be doing a quick reset here.
I'll best get the scores. No!
They've lost the scores. They're already gone.
Half a second too late. Timeout button, please. But in that case, we'll just go to the regular old round scoreboard here and see what happens.
What a close, fast-paced, competitive round.
Oh yeah, I felt like this would be a pretty good one. In fact,
oh yeah, definitely.
Looking at all the games before I started today, I figured there would be a lot of good ones. In general, I mean, that's kind of the point of the whole ladder system with VRML, right? Is that you kind of work your way up, and as you do, you're facing teams of relatively equal skill level. So the games should be competitive. And, you know, the ones who do manage to kind of edge out will slowly climb that ladder and find more, even more competitive matches. So that's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah, that's very true. First week was a little rough, but it's really getting quite ironed out and getting competitive. And it's turning into a really good system that we're seeing so far play out before our eyes right now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially a match like this and the last one as well. Both very competitive games.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a great deal of those two wins and one loss kind of situations where it's not just straight sweeps, and we're seeing more overtimes. We're seeing just a lot of competitive play from top to bottom, whether it's, you know, the top tier teams who've been there for, you know, 2 years now, or it's you know, mid-range teams, or it's even the newer teams. Like once the ladder they find their ranks, we're seeing a lot of really good games. So it makes it entertaining from a viewer and caster's perspective.
Oh, absolutely.
And players.
A lot more fun.
Yeah.
The players are loving it. I think they're loving it the most. But as a caster, from the caster perspective, it's a lot more fun to cast a match that's competitive than it is a one-sided.
Yeah,
Just slaughter, you know?
For sure. I mean, see, when I was, I've mentioned this some of the other casters and stuff, like, you know, practicing casting, learning to do that. I practiced just doing pub matches a lot at first, and you know, for as fun as they are, obviously, the amount of chaos you see in pub matches are a whole different kind of game, you know, from competitive.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's really interesting to see the difference between kind of a pickup play versus organized team play in these leagues. It's a thing of beauty when you see it working well and you see these teams gelling together, finding their chemistry. I mean, it's very entertaining, and that's why I love doing these and watching these all the time as much as possible.
No, I would completely agree with you there. But it looks like they're just getting set up for the go on the second. Yeah. Looks like they got Zenith back in, so shouldn't be too much longer until this third.
Yeah, and we do have.
Teams are just starting to ready up.
Oh, sorry. I think your mic's cutting off a bit. I'm not sure if that's your end or mine. I think we'll be good. I know we have Dash in there, so I have faith all the rules and stuff will be set appropriately. I know that's been one of the reasons I've been begging for that timeout button, but make things a lot more streamlined. Hopefully down the pipeline one of these days, one of these hot fixes or patches.
Yeah, absolutely. That timeout button would be really, really nice. But I mean, we've already got the rules started.
Oh yeah, that was pleasant addition in itself.
Oh my god, that's such a nice little addition. And here we go, straight into the second round here. Blondie taking that disc with her quick stack, just looking for that pass up to game there. Altered putting on the pressure really quickly, but finds that down pass over to Mamba, just dinging it off the side there. This Gamer Boy is the one to recollect it and send it down there, just shy of getting that proper clear. Blondie losing the disc, but almost a handoff there. Wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. However, Altered does get the disc, going for that long clear.
I don't know if all this is intentional, but I do know that ping pong we've seen it all night long. Finally, Blondie coming away with it, but Zenith will get the grab and then right back. So it is hot potato. They're just kind of, you know, playing some games with each other, it seems like. Not finding the passes, but finding the hot potato, if nothing else.
Ping pong is indeed an apt description of what we're seeing right now. It's back and forth it goes from hand to hand, color to color.
Shout out to Sweet Potato, by the way. Every time I say potato, I can't help but think of Sweet Potato. It's like one of those situations where every time you hear the word far, you think of far. Door, you think Palidore. Brooms, I think grumpiest. But anyway, Sneaky's going to go in there for the pass, and it will be gotten in there by Ultra Droid. The goalie trying to dive on it, but unsuccessfully for the 2.
You hate to see that as the goalie there. Just that goalie just shy. You could probably see his fingers just scrape that disc as it sailed right by.
Absolutely. Dylan Guff in the chat saying, "Game is my favorite player. I'm his coach." Well, you've coached him well. Mighty fine player he is. Veteran, formerly known as Game Dude, back in the early days. Now
Dash finding that clean pass, just getting intercepted by Sneaky though. Is right into the boy, finding his way up to Zenith as they're just trying to get it off their side there, trying to find that pass without having to resort to a clear, which they end up doing. Finding that successful clear there right onto the side of Orange Team there, inverted. This Gamer Boy punches him out, doesn't manage to take the disc, but it goes straight into the hands of Zenith. Missing the pass over there, but still can be recollected, but not for very long. He's getting pressured and as Inverted just piling onto that area there. Trying to find that clear, which they do so successfully, but it looks like it's going straight back into the hands of Altered here.
He will back that out now and find Zenith. So Zenith, again, trying to slow it down. It looks like a little bit, but a lot of these passes just getting stuck in that mid area, and it will continue to be the case here. Sneaky coming away with it, maybe with an offensive opportunity from that slice, and it is nice for Sneaky, getting the 5 points for Orbit on the board. And Chrome Platypus in chat saying Zenith is a famous Beat Saber player. That's so. Did not know.
Neither did I. Just a little factoid about Zenith there.
Yeah, appreciate the co-casting there from Chrome, giving us some info. And looking like will be another turnover, so off to the other side it goes. Players trying to find their stacks, and finally getting back, it will be inverted. Going to be contested pretty fastly. Altered Droid there, trying to bother. And now...
Immediately getting pressured.
Yeah, successfully so. Altered Droid trying to find the goal, but going to back that out now. On the cut, Sneaky finds it. He struts on in and gets that for the 7th point now on Orbit side.
Orbit having a very strong round, but it's still early in. This could still go either way. Don't want to commentator curse it and jinx it. So I'm not going to say anything about which side how it's going to go.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Anything you say, I'll just undo it with my own caster's curse. Don't worry.
Perfect.
We'll like unjinx it as a team. But now as a team, collecting it for a moment before rejecting it is Altered Droid. You can see that 3-man coming out from Inverted. They're going to collect it. And now Game trying to find his anchor. Trying to find maybe a passing lane down mid. He does to Blondie. And Blondie, a tough one, will be caught by Mamba just in time. A beautiful dish down to Dash. And now off to Game. Some impeccable passing as they go for this play into the bubble. But no, it will be Gamerboy taking that away.
Just off the underside of that block, too. That pass probably would have made it otherwise. However, the clear just ends up in mid as Mamba is able to recollect it straight back down to Blondie down in the corner. As he's just trying to work his way up. However, he does get stunned by Altered Droid there. He's trying to collect it before he can. Manages to get that clear, and we're seeing it go back and forth, side to side. Again, it's still ping-pong. Altered, though, looking like he's going to get there first. He's going to go for that shot. Just missing it narrowly, though. Mamba's now just quietly sitting there in net, being harassed by Altered as he tries to get open for a pass. However, we are seeing it almost Dash on their side in Game, taking that 3-pointer.
That was contested very tough by the defense of Orbit. Almost got their hands on it, but then Game coming through, and we talked about, you know, anytime he shoots it, there's a good chance, it's a good look, and it's a good shot, and just like that, they find themselves finally on the board. It took them basically 5.5 minutes, so more than half of this round, finally get a score, but doing so in a great fashion indeed.
Mamba just recollecting it, sending it down to Game. They're just trying to work it up as he cross passes it, but gets snagged out by Zenith with the excellent read on the defense. Now the stacks are coming in, just overshoot by Altered. Zenith still manages to recollect it again. Just a really long self-pass, really. That's all that was. Sneaky taking it up. Trying to find that pass to Altered there. Just sneaking it past Blondie into a 2-pointer. Leaving for a 9-3 lead for Orbit.
Not too shabby. Under 4 to go, and Orbit finding themselves in control here as Inverted jousts out. They're going to try and find their pace, find their place, and that place being the center of the goal. They need some points here. If they don't want to be
6-point lead now.
They don't want to be forced into a round 3. They need to find some quickly. That pass will bounce haphazardly back to him, right past his teammate, but still taken there by Blondie. And a clear...
Really quick pass just sailed past his teammates in the tunnel there, but a clear, once again, right down onto the side. And Sneaky Evil's already there to recollect it, but Dash making it back. Saved by Mamba, just taking it right out of his hands, straight into the hands of Blondie up in midfield there. Just trying to work his way up, find that pass, which is just missed, just ever so close. As Gamer Boy, always in the back line, that ever watchful defender. Sits there, but the back stack from Inverted reclaims that disc. Mamba taking it, passing it straight into mid there with Blonde.
Some good contesting coming there for these.
Quick little pass. Taking it in for the 2 is Dash from that great assist by Game. Great play there by Inverted, just working their way up the field, calm, controlled, but still very quickly done so. Their passing was on point that round.
Indubitably, sir.
Indubitably.
So off it goes. Here's Orbit. Zenith on it with the orbital drop, but it'll pop back up. Luckily for them, the stack over on the other end from Inverted, not really there to contest. Haven't seen Orbit go to that stack too much, but here it goes again for them in that tunnel, being taken by Zenith and now spreading out on the floor, finding their angles on the passes. That's a good one over to Sneaky on the other side. Trying to find his stride up to the shoulder and moving on over. It's Altered Droid again from that angle.
Altered just sneaking it in straight above Dash's hand there, just right out of his from Dash's position. regaining their 6-point lead here. Let's see if InVerted can turn this around. They've still got a minute and 45 seconds. Plenty of time to make some quick plays, but it depends on the defense coming in, and as Dash gets knocked out, Mamba's able to take that disc. Just working his way up the field there, just trying to find that open pass. Just sails right beside him, just really close, but it has that open, almost an open net. They're just trying to work their way up, trying to get that opportunity. Dash is sitting there in a perfect place, but yeah, Gamerboy was able to steal that disc from out of air, just trying to make that his way up there. Mamba's just shy of recollecting it, but manages to get it off the wall. Trying to find his teammates, trying to find that passes. He's getting pressured by two of them. Straight into the hands of Sneaky Evil. However, he does get punched out right away, but Sneaky Evil still manages to clear it down. Ping pong. That quick boost there by Altered Droid, allowing him to take that three-pointer from underneath the net, shutting down InVerted's defense and allowing him to get the point all in one quick motion.
And as a result now, it will be, with 43 seconds left, we're looking like an Orbit win in the second. So a game 3 could definitely be, as InVerted jousts out here, trying to keep the pace. They could buy one more shot at the very least, but certainly not looking like a win in the second round. So I'm maybe not happy for them if you are them, but as a fan, you're glad to see these third round contests going up, going in, but Gamer getting another save, getting that out of here. So after some of those unlucky ones that bounced off his head and into the goal, he's got a few now in a row where he just denies it. Now gets it to the other end. And now coming through with some boost. 5 seconds left. They might be able to get this one. They have a chance, but the overshoot will put a stop on that one. So 14-5 win for Orbit in the second.
Oh, what a match. That was just a really quick-paced match. And honestly, it was a lot closer than what the score reflects, because it could have gone either way at any point in time. Just a couple missed opportunities lent it to be in favor of Orbit in the end there.
Yeah, I can see the stats as well on the screen there. I mean, 4 saves credited to Orbit, 100% of them, but I'm not sure that's entirely accurate. It usually isn't, quite frankly. But in any case, the stun game, fairly even. I mean, 10 more going to Orbit's side, negligible. A few more assists for Orbit's side, and 1 more shot taken for Orbit. So again, really, it's pretty equal. I mean, possession time almost identical there. You can see at the top, 50 apiece. You know, just 1 second separating there. So really nothing hugely eye-popping between the team stat differentials there.
No, it's actually a lot closer than what the score reflects, as I was saying. Each team is playing really well. They're doing their thing. They're doing what they do well. It's just a lot of ping-ponging and taking, and Orbo was just able to capitalize on a few mistakes that allowed them to take such a drastic lead there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. So now
we are going to the third round, which does matter. It's still anyone's game. I always love seeing these third rounds that are actually competitive, that aren't just a round to make up some extra points for your team.
Trying to buy some for their team here. Third round, whoever wins this wins the series. For Orbit, I mean, they dropped the one earlier versus Joker, so hoping to maybe go one-on-one on the day, if nothing else. Call it a successful weekend as being taken away by InVerted, but right to the hands of Sneaky. He's gonna find a little peek at the goal. Cannot roll it on through, but maybe it can do, not on the bounce. So indeed, again, their hopes will be trounced as it goes down low to Blondie, missing it. Trying to get it is Dash. Dash coming away and trying to find a way as well. His teammate in tow.
Palidore overlay.
Overlay! Yes! Only got it wrong for 45 seconds. How about that? Now, off to the other side it goes. More turnovers, more ping-ponging. That goal is kind of exposed, and getting in there, but cannot find the save. They were there just about on time.
Almost making that save. That stack just shy of being able to get there in time. However, the three-pointers, still 9 minutes left on the clock. Still can go either way. It's always interesting seeing how teams try to get it up off the field here on their defense, especially against such an unconventional
what was that? Just
defense from Orbit. Mamba
taking that
straight to the head as Xena sails right above him. But he's still able to recollect it right on the floor there, finding that pass up to Dash. Just trying to work their way up through that midfield is not easy. As we can see there, as everyone's just getting punched out, disc is going willy-nilly, but it's getting slapped near the goal where it looks like it'll be an easy recollect for Mamba. As the stacks come and pressure him really quickly. He didn't have much time to think about anything. He didn't have much, just more or less react. The passes, just trying to maintain some element of control here, finding it, just finally getting past that midfield. Game finding that nice, easy, soft pass to Blondie. Probably going to pass it straight back to Game here in half a second, but no, Altered is going to take it. Held on to it for just a second too long. And here we go, straight back to the inverted side. Ping pong all day long. All right, so as the disc goes back into the midfield there, looks like it's going to be picked up by Game, to just clearing it straight down onto their side there. Gamer Boy just trying to recollect that disc before he can be contested, gets punched, but still manages to get the disc over to Altered.
And finding Sneaky on the other side, he will...
His mic is gone.
I'm here, finding his stride now, going for the maybe clear soft pass, but only one there was Altered Droid, so not the one they're looking for. Ooh, a little bit of a awkward moves from Game. Looked like maybe that was just my end, I don't know. But just the same, it'll go back to Inverted, and they got the back pass available. Trying to find themselves available here. A little bit of a miss. Will get back to the hands of Dash and just trying to avoid that contesting from both of these defenders here on Orbit. And Orbit getting a hold of it, finding Game. Game does not have an angle, so he'll get punched instead. The goal was covered, and now maybe finding themselves in possession here as the goal is uncovered for Inverted. So rebound to Orbit, Altered Droid, and he'll find himself another goal up from that same corner almost every time it seems like, but it works for him. And that's 5 points now in this third round after about 4 minutes.
That was a 2-minute play for 2 points there. Very, as we were saying earlier, this match is so close. But Orbit's just able to get those points and confirm their plays as Inverted's just working their way up the field here rather slowly, but Zenith is able to miss pass over to Altered there, as allows Mamba to recollect it. Give it over to Game Dude there. Mamba's just shy of receiving that pass. Allowing for Alter to recollect the disc for his team there, get that back pass off to Zenith, just trying to find their teammates, trying to line up a good pass. Gamer Boy still in the back line, they're just waiting for that clear. We might see coming up here, but Alter finding that disc and sending it right on in for 2 more points.
7-0 lead for Orbit as a result. Halfway through this third round. And so far, over this last couple rounds now, reminding you that the reset happened in round 1, so... But Altered Droid, I had to look at the stat sheet real quick because I knew he was having a good night. 16 points on the board for him. So he is doing it with some style and with some fire as Mamba acquires the disc and now making the stack miss, the boosted player miss. Great short range passing, Game, and Dash. One more getting up ahead to Blondie right behind the camera. And now over to Mamba looking to throw it into the goal. Well, Blondie will go. Beautiful pass work from Inverted there to buy them the 2 points.
Great play there by Inverted. Just almost a mirror image of what we saw from Orbit last round with their great play as well. Different play, but great plays by both teams there on offense there. Defense just struggling to keep up with that excellent play there.
Now on the way is Gamer Boy down low to the hands of Game. Game looking for that back out to Blondie. And Game just the same, having it stolen by Altered Droid. So we'll go into the other side once more. There's a very fast approach, blazingly quick on the trail, and indeed hailing the shot. Sneaky Evil 9-2 now, as we now go into these final 4 minutes. Orbit starting to pull away a little. 9-2.
That stack from Orbit came so quick that Inverted didn't have time to react to it. Mamba was too far away from the net to even to be able to try to recollect it.
Oh, now maybe recollecting it. Oh, the miss grab though. Zenith probably trying to go for the disc, but accidentally grabbed a player instead. So it will go right back to Inverted, but the defense is going to be not far behind, forcing that very tough pass that gets received instead and intercepted by Sneaky. He'll back it out to Gamer. Sails past his hands, but looks like he'll still be able to collect it before finding a pass up top to Zenith. And Now Zenith actually taking a deep shot. Gonna be off the mark, but maybe recollected by Altered there as well. But Blondie working around his moves. Another intercept it goes. Down low, bouncing off, and another chance at maybe a rebounded shot. Altered Droid there, Sneaky Evil as well. Needs to back it out, and then they will for that patient offense.
Zenith just keeps going, keeps being able to recollect it. Altered once again, but Dash with the save. An excellent save there by Dash, as he was unable to get it out of there, though, however.
Oh, the alley-oop, though.
Dunk it in.
That was a dashing save from Dash right there. Again, from start to finish. He's been showing exactly what he's been doing, you know, the last couple of years now. Showing he's still fully capable, even as a substitute. Doesn't matter. He knows what to do.
Knows what to do, where to be, and how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He got ready in a dash.
And game will find Blondie. So Dash and
Blondie just is missing his pass by hitting it off that block there, allowing Gamerboy straight into the hands of Sneaky Evil there, straight down to Zenith, just trying to find that long pass, which sails right by Mambas, allowing for the 3-point save as Blondie was just trying to get back to goal there, unable to.
Your mic's cutting out. I think it might be your push to talk is what, maybe you're letting it go too early? Not sure. In any case, all is well as the 3-point sails on through, and that's a 14-point lead. So looking strong here as the round winds down. Will be taken by Zenith, and Zenith going for that bounce shot. A little bit off the mark, but still taken there based off of the strong brawls, and now free on the goal from up top. Zenith finding the 16th point. So now a lot of strength on the side of the scoreboard for Orbit.
Orbit showing what they're fully capable of in the second and third round here.
Only 90 seconds, less than that, in fact, to spare. InVerted will not be able to come back, but they can certainly make it a little closer. And, oh, okay, a reset. Interesting. Minute and a half left. Dash took a note of the exact time and scores. Why we have him there? Yes.
Dash doing what he does best.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what the reset is about, but it will be a reset with just a small amount of time left in this third round. Oh, Dash pinging me in the Discord asking for the time. No idea, because we don't hear the pings of the restart, at least not until it happens, it would seem.
It was 1 minute and 25 seconds. If I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, chat, please tell me now.
Typically, I mean, so we have been able to stream every match just about so far, but just on that note, in the events, you know, practically speaking, not every match will always be able to be streamed. So typically, if a team is going to restart, definitely want to make sure the players eye the time before they actually hit the button, as it ultimately is kind of the player's duty when they can to enforce that, just to
absolutely
keep
true.
things kosher. So hopefully, this is close enough. 16-2. That sounds right on the score at least.
That was correct.
So there you go.
16-2, I believe. We only saw one goal from InVerted that round and 16 points. Yeah.
Yo, orange team, you guys have possession, just letting you know.
Okay, so this match rolling down. Just about over here. I know we have another one coming up right away, so we're not going to linger too much. I know Rush was going to have theirs casted with Reboot, but between the overtime and now the restarts, finding ourselves a little bit behind. So apologies to Rush and Reboot if you're still waiting. No worries if you want to start as well. This one just about ready to end, however. So we're getting there. But right after this is over, indeed, we'll have Rush Reboot ready for you, assuming they don't start. If they do, completely fine. But 1:25 left on the clock. Orbit here in the lead. And just getting ready to hopefully finish out.
Minute and a half left. Let's see if InVerted can get another goal on the board or not.
Sweet Potato
Fortunately-
saying in chat that they're waiting. I know, I'm sorry. We'll make a snappy conclusion to this stream. Make sure you send the invite out if you haven't already, so we'll just get like right on in immediately after this. Hopefully. Granted, if this tech break lasts, there you go. Oh, I see, it's intermission time. That's right. Okay, so yes. Almost over, I swear. Mostly. So, time about to expire. Again, a strong game so far. I couldn't tell you the stats because, you know, reset. But Ultra Droid definitely having an MVP-worthy night over on Orbit's side. He's found the goal a bunch of times. Gamer Boy, meanwhile, though, I mean, he has had great defensive plays. He's had many saves and near saves. For an InVerted side, Dash doing some good job on the saves. Game hit some great shots. You know, they saw some great passing between, you know, Blondie and Game and Dash. Those passing plays always so nice from Orbit. And one of the things that surprised me the most about their team, quite frankly, just how great they look on that passing game. And now taking another bounce and just past the hands, so into the barrier and back into the goal, but off the pole. Cannot get that in quite yet. So 1 minute left.
Just missing it twice in a row there. So close by Sneak. But taking that long shot, just dinging it again. Blondie able to recollect it, just trying to get it down there, looking for that back pass. None of his team was there to recognize that pass, though. Sneak Evil takes that shot. 3-pointer straight off the backboard into the corner.
Finally finding it. Took a few tries, but it goes back to that. What I had said about giving the offense too many chances. People are too good at those shots to miss that many, you know. So if they have those opportunities, those extra opportunities, they'll use them to their fullest effect more often than not. And Orbit, obviously, with 19 points on the board, doing a great job of that. Maybe finding themselves with a few more here, in fact, off this boost. The goal is briefly exposed, trying to get back into play, so maybe a cross pass to the nest. Ultra Droid trying to put a cap on it, but capping him instead with a punch. Gamer Boy will find it, take a deep pass, make a deep pass, and the shots, and well, there you go. 22-2.
Last second.
For a mercy at that. 22-2 favoring Orbit.
Taking that mercy win and the third round, taking the series win for Orbit. Great games all around, very competitive, especially in that first and second round.
Absolutely. So take
Wish
that.
we could see the team stats.
Yeah, not much to show on that end, but we'll give you a quick look at the round scores across the board. And in the meantime, get ready and set here real quick to go cast Rush versus Reboot. That's coming up next. And by next, I mean within like a couple minutes. So we're going to roll the credits. And it's been Palidore here alongside Shepard, VRML. And we'll see you in like 30 seconds. Bye.
Bye-bye.